Yay, we're live, I think. I think we're live. Let me see if I can see myself. Okay, I can see myself. Yay. On my phone. Hopefully you guys can, yeah. Hopefully you can hear me. All right, let me see. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Give me the thumbs up if you can hear me. I wanted to go live on my Joleen Vlogs channel because I'm trying to get my watch hours up and I want to do more stuff on this channel that's not necessarily on my regular comedy and commentary channel. This one more like life, bullshitty. I don't even know what this one is. I like making vlogs and I like making, yeah, I like making vlogs. I'm going to be going to Minnesota in a week. Oh my God. And going to the cabin with my fam bam. My glasses are a little dirty there, guys. And I'll be doing a vlog of that. So good thing you guys are subbed. So you'll see Nana in all her vacation glory. And there's 18 of you here, and I'm so excited. And so I have enough subs. I have all the things I need to get monetized on this channel, just not the watch hours, because you have to have like 4,000 or something crazy. Jamie B, hey. Evelyn is here. Renee, read this. How are you guys doing today? Smash the like if you don't mind. Thank you for joining. This is a cash. Me and Nana had to reschedule our 90-day tonight because she is so tired. I talked to her today and she's like, I'm beat. I've gardened all day. Will you be mad if we cancel? And I'm like, no, I'm still technically finishing up at work. Click, click, mouse. I can't believe. Okay. So let's just talk about life and crap and fun stuff. Sort of. Yeah. Okay. So I have a blog or a vlog that I'm putting out about my recent mammogram. And so that'll be coming out. Thanks, Renee. And all my results came back totally fine. I'm healthy. Thank the Lord. Nothing crazy. But I just thought I'd take you guys along for my mammo. And then I share a little bit about a friend of mine, Michelle. So I'm going to include that in there. So yeah, so that'll be coming out. That'll be my next vlog. I'm just working out. It's just kind of like an emotional one. So I've been not really looking forward to it because I wasn't going to include some of the stuff that I'm going to include in it, but then I decided that I'm going to. So yeah, it's kind of emotional, but I think it's a good one. Jamie B says it's been a rough day at work, laying in bed with my PRVs. Your PBRs? And okay, so I'm trying to get caught up on this freaking Johnny Depp stuff, the trial. Today I was watching it. I still am in the midst of watching it. And I watched the orthopedic doctor guy and his testimony, or surgeon dude. And now I'm watching that Doc, I was gonna say Doc McStuffins, but you know what I'm saying, like Doc from Back to the Future, the psychiatrist guy. So yeah, I don't know. I think he called Johnny Depp an idiot. They're questioning it. So I don't know, you guys. It's so crazy. So I need to do another Judge Joleen video. But Evelyn, just as I was saying that, thank you. It's crazy though because I don't know. Well, LawTube, I know how they do it. That's their job. They're lawyers. They're so smart. They get it. Boom, boom. Me, I gotta watch all of the testimonies and depositions and trial, and then try to get it through my brain, which is not a law brain, and then try to regurgitate and find what's funny. But I can't just go and not have watched everything. I feel bad, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch this whole thing before I do another Judge Joleen. And if I'm looking off, I'm just looking at my TV because I'm looking at videos to watch. But everyone is live. Everyone is live right now. Everyone is live about all the LawTube, obviously. And then with Sip and Key stuff, oh my God, the hags are going insane, you guys. They're going. I sent this link over to Busy saying he could hop up and join me if he wants to just chit chat a little bit because I didn't want to start a Sip and Key live without Busy and, like last minute. Hi, Renee. Renee and Renee. I love it. Care Bear, my beautiful mods are here. I didn't want to start without him, so I was like, come over if you want to chat. But you guys, they're losing their minds. People are having birthdays. people are switching teams of friends, and this isn't just the Johnny Depp, this is the Hagalicious peeps. These women are like going live for 9 hours, people are drunk, and then some people say they're not drunk, they're just maybe on a melatonin. Listen, I've been on a melatonin. I have never sounded like that before. I'm just gonna say, oh my gosh. Hi, Lady Di. Hi, Diana. Uh, it's crazy. People are crazy. Oh my God. Oh, you're part of Bring Back the Overgate. Yes, yes. We will bring that. Well, we're gonna have to because there's so many new hoes in this saga. And then also, it's funny when me and Busy kind of introduce each other to different hoes that we like. And by hoes, we mean just people. It's genderless, it's gender free and harmless. But I need these hags to stop going live because I have a job, I have a family, I'm raising a cat. Okay. I'm trying to have a personal life. I'm going on vacation in a week. I'm trying to get a promotion at work. They want to promote me, and I got to, you know, do the stuff to get the promotion. So I can't be, this is very difficult. I got comedy shows, I got hoes in different area codes. I can't be online. How do these women, well, I know, you know, that's what they do, but how are they always online? It's crazy. I need you guys to if you following this stuff, timestamp. Some of you already do this, and thank you so much, but send me info on what I should be watching and what I shouldn't. Hi, Short Stack. Okay, so BM and Siwa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, I saw a little bit of that. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. I saw a little bit of that. I did. Read this says, I see that people think Johnny and his female lawyer have something. Did I call this? I also called what's his face? Derek and Claire. A baby D, I know he doesn't like being called that. And Claire from Big Brother. I called that. People were like, you're crazy. And I'm like, am I though? I'm not good at a lot of things. I can make people laugh and I read people's relationships, and that's about it. Okay. Oh my God, I love that you guys are commenting. How are they always awake? Short Stack. Seriously. I had to sleep last night. I took a bath. I have it on while I'm in the bath relaxing with my Epsom salts. And then I hear my name brought up, and I'm like, don't bring me up. And then people are messaging me, there's a new character for you. I'm afraid to touch a new character now because I just don't know. I just don't know. Oh my gosh, right? It's so crazy. Did Busy see the last part of Sip and Key? No, Busy doesn't go back and watch the Sip and Keys uh, after the fact. So I don't think he did, but I told him about it. And yeah, I don't think he would be interested in it. I don't know. Yay, a live vlog, a live vlog. Yay, yay, yay. I was under the impression that Siwa did nothing wrong. Well, since this isn't Sip and Key, this is Joleen blogs, and Joleen just tells you her feelings about stuff. I don't really, because I'm not fully caught up, but from what I can tell, I'm not sure what Sailor Moon did that was wrong. I mean, in this situation, it seemed like the squirrel is doing what squirrel does, and squirrel needs attention. Squirrel was, most likely, you don't get to 53 years old acting this way if you had, normal, healthy relationships and, kind of good vibes and not some kind of trauma or something is going on. Okay. And that's nice Jolene talking. So I think the squirrel, just any attention she can get, she's going to get. It took her forever to get monetized. I don't think a ton of people cared about what she had to say before she got involved in this drama. So this is like the first time in her life she feels somebody cares about my nuts, So she put up a horrible picture having to do with Bella Marie, which is the character. We had the fun Australian character for a minute. And then, you know what? I knew right then when that she had a reaction to our first sipping key that as an adult, I'm just not gonna include that in the future. And if she wanted me to take her out of it, then I would take her out of it because I'm just an adult woman and I can read situations and people. and I have a conscience, I guess, and a heart. And I just thought, just gonna keep her out. And ever since then, like she's just not gonna be a returning character because it's just for many reasons, that I could tell. But oh no, some of these people, they're not even like human. I don't think they're human. I really don't think they're human. And the squirrel lady, I don't know if she's human because this is I have known some 53-year-old ladies, and I've never known a 53-year-old lady like this. This is a very interesting 53-year-old lady. I mean, she basically put a picture up of this woman with her trigger, which is a knife, to kind of pull out Sailor Moon into this mess and get her back, because Sailor Moon had a picture of her with Gary Busey's face. It's like, what? You know what the definition of being unbothered is? Not being bothered by something. You could put me up. I wish my haters would, when they used me in videos, would put Gary Busey over my face. Instead, they just use my image. They just, to make up lies, whatever. But what am I going to do? But if they put Gary Busey, then no one would know that it was me, because it's embarrassing. The people that hate me are like trashy, and it's embarrassing because it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. So I wouldn't be offended with Gary Busey's face over mine, because then people, I couldn't be identified. Terry says, "Hello, Joleen. I love you, fellow Aquarian and feminist. I feel you. How do I find the squirrel channel? That's my favorite character that you." I'm gonna warn you, Terry. I wouldn't look it up for your own sanity. If someone in the chat wants to send it to her, that's up to you. But I kind of wish the squirrel lady, the squirrel I play is very likable compared to the squirrel that truly exists. I'm actually making her a lot more likable. She's not likable. She's not a nice person. Not nice. And I almost wish she didn't get any views because it's so gross. Sometimes I hate that I do these parodies only because I feel like I make a lot of them more lovable than they deserve. And what she did last night, she doesn't deserve any views ever again. Like, she's a monster. So just keep watching my squirrel. And she's a bad person. Like, that's that's some bad person stuff that she did. Yes. Right, after all that, I love you, Terry, and I love you, my fellow Aquarian and feminist, but I don't want to do that to you. I really don't, you know. Um, I know so much of it is so boring. Jolly Donuts, I am watching the Challenge All Stars. I'm just caught up on it. I have to do a video about it. I'm also watching the Real World New Orleans, which is so freaking good. And Julie is a monster. What happened to Julie? What is going on? And now I'm seeing stuff. I have so much to talk about with Nana on Friday on Married to Bravo, because now I'm seeing all this like racist, homophobic stuff from Kathy Hilton and possibly Paris Hilton. It's crazy. It is. It is. Oh my gosh. The squirrel you play is like, yes. It's much more chill. This squirrel is very dark. I think there's like this whole world I don't even understand, because I'm not going to get too far into it, but everyone's pulling up everyone's like criminal records from the past. Oh man. There's a lot of criminality in this drama world we cover on Sip and Key. A lot of criminality. It's crazy. Yes, Julie is a whole ass mess. I'm so devastated that not Julie the squirrel, but Julie, well, she's a whole ass mess too, but Julie from Real World New Orleans. What is up with all these Julies? I don't know if I've even met a nice Julie lately. I think I have nice Julie. I do. I have Jules. I have nice Julie followers, like subscribers, friends. But in this entertainment world, Julie Andrews, I mean, who else? All these Julies are monsters. Don't name your people Julie. Oh my God. I am almost gonna, isn't that nice? The same image. Oh, Bella, I hope you're okay, Bella. Take care of yourself, honey. Paris Hilton has a history of racism and homophobia. It's a deep hole to fall down. I'm afraid to fall down that hole. I'm honestly, I know what I'm going to find, Regal, but I need some positive stuff. I thought I met a nice Julie once. Turned out she was the mom. Hi, Vegas girl. I'm so excited you guys are joining me for a live here. Yes. Oh my gosh. The popo's out. I talked to my little niece and she was like, I'm gonna call the popo. She just said that randomly. I was like, oh, okay. You know about the popo. Cool. Cool, loose goose. Cool, my sweet Lucy. Yeah, so okay, I cannot wait for Married. I know the Paris thing. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a deep dive before Friday into this Paris Kathy Hilton thing that Rinna allegedly is exposing. So, I need like a player translation list, a player translation list for I keep hitting the wrong comment. Sorry guys, I'm on my phone. Uh for the challenge, for the drama, for what? Alexis. I will say, Bella, if you are here, and like I don't think of you as a character, I think of you as a human being. So stay away from the squirrel. Even if you don't like Sailor Moon, just stay away from the squirrel. That's a really take care of yourself, girly. Take care of your mental, take care, just log off. And I then we'll stop addressing that because I don't know you. I wish the best for you and everything. Um, but they're real icky people. The squirrel, that whole crew over there, you know, they're very yucks. So just take care, baby girl. Don't. That's why everyone asks me, oh, are you team Johnny Depp or are you team Amber Heard? I'm team nobody. Like I'm usually team no one. I'm usually team Tilly, my cat, because that's who I trust. I'm team Chell, my husband. I'm team Nana. But really, I don't think, obviously, I have so many opinions on this Johnny Depp trial thing, and you can catch it over on my other channel, and we get silly. But I do think it was just two very toxic people in a relationship with one another. Obviously, we see some things that don't add up with Amber Heard stories and things like that, but I'm still not going to be like team blah 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 because it's a sick situation and they both need help, and I hope they get it. I really do. I really do. Yeah, Julie Chen Moonves posted something talking about coming back for Big Brother, and I'm excited about that. Yes. A character list. Okay, we'll have to come up with a character list. It's hard because I don't like to promote any of these people in the Sip and Keep parodies because I just don't. Mm-mm. So that's why I give everyone nicknames because I just don't. Yuck. 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 Mm-mm. Let's see. Yeah, they should have separated Alexis long before they did. I think that there's just I don't know. Even my brother, we were talking and he was like, "How can you not just say I'm team Johnny Depp?" I'm like, "I'm not anti Johnny Depp. I just think this whole situation is so toxic and I still don't think it's healthy the way either of them spoke to each other." But I'm watching the case. I understand, I think, what's happening. And I think this Jennifer Howell taking the stand soon, the one who owns or runs the nonprofit, that Whitney, Amber Heard's sister, went and lived with her for a while and shared a lot of, sounds like, secrets with her. And Whitney gave, or Jennifer Howell gave Whitney Heard, or Whitney Sanchez, what's her new married name? I forget, a heads up when she was giving her kind of deposition, or, when they came to question her about this case, that what she was going to say and what she was going to tell them. And it definitely contradicts what Whitney just went on the stand and testified to. So, mm, mm, Joleen, oh my God, do I have my first troll in Jolene vlogs? Thank you. Thank you. I love foreskin. Thank you. Just DM. Okay, DM me. uh, Good. I'm happy to hear that, Bella. I do hope you take care of yourself, honey girl. Like for real. Because it's rough out here. The world it can be a very mean place, and you get if to get involved and be able to get involved with any of these people within this crazy world of the JY and all of their peeps, don't. I recommend nobody. Watch it from afar, watch us parody, pretend they're just characters. It's a lot easier to go through life thinking that these people aren't real humans and that they're not really doing this to other humans and not giving them views. Oh, Jelly, you got spicy tea. Oh, I'm excited. Yay. All right. Mo, you were fun, but then you got like weird and you talked about anally. That's not nice. Okay. Thank you, Miss J. Thank you so much. No reason to apologize. You can be team whatever you want. That's just how I roll. That's just how I roll. It's just how I roll. But yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys. You guys are funny. Need to expand the characters. I don't know who else to include. Yeah, I don't know who else to include. Well, I do know there's a couple new characters that popped up in Sailor Moon's last night. But man, Bamber was kind of shwasted, huh? She was pretty shwasty. Something was going on there. I've been shwasted many times in my life. That was pretty shwasty. Pretty shwasty. Um, let's just all leave the anal alone for now, right? Oh my gosh. I was like, oh, I got a troll, have fun. And then all of a sudden it was like, die. Something I was like, oh, well, okay, cool. Mm-hmm. There you go. SM, I hope you're having a great day too. I'm having a great day. I'm trying to get caught up on all this, and it's just hard to get caught up on the Johnny Depp. I haven't even watched 90 Day yet, so I'm glad Nana canceled on it till tomorrow, so I gotta watch that. Obviously, the Drama for our Sip and Key parodies, Work, I gotta watch. I did start watching, who sent it to me last night? Because I'm so ADHD. I do stuff, like I do my work, and then I have something on at all times in the background. I usually never, unless I'm on meetings, obviously, work in complete quiet. Does anybody work in complete quiet? I can't. I just don't. Um, so I was watching From on Epics because I really love Evil. I love American Horror Story. I used to love Walking Dead. So far, I got a couple episodes in. I don't I don't know if I love it yet, but I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of liking it. The squirrel was trying to bring out an egg on Sailor Moon because she needs content. And so, they're always kind of going back and forth with each other. She decided she would go through the Australian lady, Bella Marie, by putting Bella Marie's photo up, which made no sense because she's not a character. Yes, she's on Sailor Moon's channel on the panel, but why would you do that? Why would you put Bella Marie in? It made no sense. It just seemed to come off as cruel, unnecessary. And then Maria, whose birthday it is, and the squirrel, happy birthday, Maria, grow up, decided to put or basically attacked Bella Marie, who went up on the squirrel's panel, and they tried to like gaslight her and say, "You tell Sailor Moon to take my picture down." It's like, you're 53. You're 53, lady. And Maria's like 60 something. So I don't know what these ladies are doing. I don't know what they're thinking. And then I think Bella Marie tried to negotiate a truce of some sort, and Sailor Moon's like, they're using you to get to me, which is exactly what they did. And then then the squirrel put up a picture to trigger Bella Marie and of a knife and her. She put a picture of Bella Marie with a knife over it, overlay. And it's like, you sick ass. You're a real sick ass lady. That lady she's one of the worst characters to come on. I didn't think they got worse than like JY, Mod 148, the nurse. I mean, All About the Tea, Holly White. I mean, there's some bad characters, really bad characters. So then I think there was a back and forth, and Bella Marie and Siwa broke up, and then Amber joined Siwa, and Amber seemed to be wasted. And then they tried to talk to Bella Marie, and then everyone was blocking everyone. And then a new lady came up who was like, and then she was like, this, like, hey, what's going on? Can you guys see me? Oops, I think my foot star's hanging out. Can anybody see me? I don't know if you guys can see me. Can you see me? Can anybody see me? And pretty iconic. And she was, I don't know, I lost my AirPods. Um, she was South African, and I love a South African accent. But she was just like, hey, nobody can see me. Can you see me? And she was covering herself up, and she was smoking cigarettes. And then she had some kind of chronic cough. Can you see me? And then she did, like, there's some people they have. I've had nose stuff. Obviously, I had a nose job, but before then, I had deviated septum surgery. And sometimes you'll get like suck up your snot. And so that lady kept doing that. She was like, and I can't do a soft F. I gotta watch her again, but I feel like I'm showing you guys my boobs, but you know what I'm saying. Hopefully you can still hear me. Where did my AirPods? Okay, come back here. So, okay, let me make sure you guys can hear me. Can you hear me now? Let me unplug this. So yeah, she was just like, it was actually on my vagina. So if you heard any noises, that was my vagina talking to you guys. My mic was not supposed to be like that, but the lady was like, and then she seemed like a very bright light lady. Her name was like Wendy or something. And then someone got mad because they said, oh, is Jen Bailey the new me? I think that Christy lady got mad because Jen Bailey was the new her. I don't know. It was like way too much. I haven't even been able to watch it all, you know. So, that's nasty too, and that's what you should be concerned about. Oh, the squirrel. Oh, she's just, dude, guys. If anyone aligns with the squirrel, you're crazy. I don't think there's anyone right now currently as evil as the squirrel. Not even JY right now. I mean, he's a different level of evil. He's a different level. But yeah, gross. Just real gross lady. Really. And she's only getting hate watches and people in the bushes, and it's making her feel good. Oh, her name's Wanda. I thought it was Wendy. Thanks, Margaret. It's just bad. We need somebody to just film hers, put it on one of those separate links, and then we'll just watch it from there so she doesn't get any views. Because she doesn't deserve it. She does not deserve it. Mm-mm. The squirrel is Busy's best friend. She's legit like, whoa. Whoa. So I saw their message exchange and it was like 4. Thank you. Take care. Just like that, when someone messages, because you get people that message you. I have people that message me, and I love you guys. I don't respond to everybody. I can't. But sometimes I usually make it a point to try to, especially if like we're following each other back or if we've had exchanges in the past, to acknowledge messages, look at them, things like that. But a lot of them fall in my message requests. And I just don't get to all my message requests. But I try to be like, if we have had interactions before, I'll reply or heart your message, or laugh if it's something funny you send me. But that doesn't mean that like we're best friends. And I think most, healthy people know that. They're like, oh no, Jolene's like a girl I watch on the YouTube. I don't even want her to be my best friend. She's kind of weird, you know. I haven't been following are you talking about Wendy Williams? I'm so excited for Sherry Shepherd though. I'm so excited. I DM'd her and shared her thing on Instagram for her own show. I was so excited for her. And she's like, thank you, girl. And I'm like, I just love Sherry. And I'm so excited for her to have her own show. And I know it's always been a dream of hers. So that's just like so cool. It's nice to see good people get good stuff. And Sherry is a good person. Right? How do they have time for this? How do they have time for this? It's insane. And then they go back to back lives and they're playing each other's lives. They're like, I'm gonna strike you. If I hear my live in the back, it's like, I mean, is that even considered content? What you're striking? Just let them play it. It's only helping everyone watching everyone. People are in it for the shit show. Oh, it's my lawyer, Elle Woods. I love when Elle Woods is in people's chats, and Elle always stays in character because obviously it's Elle Woods, and some people don't realize that it's Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, and so they take Elle seriously and they reply to Elle seriously, and it's hilarious. And that's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. Are gonna get super mad at Sherry. Oh no. Well, they didn't give Sherry Wendy's spot. You know, Sherry has her own show. So I think it's different, you know, and there's always room for, there should be so many women on daytime and late night. It'd be great to see more women on late night, but we just don't really see that. Let's see what you guys are saying. KK is big mad at me and is offering a reward for my info. What? See, even that one went over my head. I'm like, who? 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 D, I was just saying, I'm trying to catch up. So I saw the orthopedic dude and I saw a little bit of that very interesting psychologist guy who looks like Doc from Back to the Future. He looks more like somebody else too, but I can only see Back to the Future now when I look at him. So I have to get caught up because I have to try to do a Judge Joleen, but I also have some work to get done. It is like hard to, it is so hard, you guys, to like work and be on YouTube following people's drama and also providing content about television shows. Definitely room for both. Oh, mad that Sherry might have Wendy's product. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know if Sherry has Wendy's production company. I'm not sure. I gotta ask Sherry if she's looking for writers because, girl, I'm gonna have my manager submit me to write for her show. If she might already be fully staffed, but if she's not, I'm gonna ask her. I'm bad at asking people, but not ask her for a job. I'm just gonna ask, are you taking submissions for writers? So I would love to write for her show. Um, that would be amazing because it's right up my alley. Pop culture, news, all the stuff. I already know Sherry. She's super cool and great, but I also know she has a lot of help already. She has a nice, talented staff, but you never know. You never know, but I told my manager I was going to do it too, but I told my manager I was going to do it like 2 weeks ago. And of course I didn't do it yet. But then I did, you know, was talking to her in the DMs a little, just congratulating her, and she's thanking me. And we check in. She comes and does the mermaid show when she can. So she's just really nice. She's a cool person. So I have a feeling she'll tell me if they're hiring or if they're not. But yes, I saw that SM. Oh my God, Keith is back. I missed him. I didn't think I'd miss him. I missed him. Looked like him and Hotmail Boy were doing some kind of seance. Was it for, who were they putting were they praying for, who were they praying for? Squirrely or something? But what's going on with Bamber? Why was she wasted and up late last night on Sailor Moon's channel? I don't know. Thanks, Miss J. Jelly Donut says, someone on Twitter said Johnny brought the evidence and Amber brought the tears. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're not completely wrong. This is a very weird case. It's a very toxic relationship having to do a lot with addiction and drugs and alcohol abuse on all sides. This couple spoke to each other horribly. Amber Heard has admitted multiple times in multiple recordings, because they recorded each other a bunch, to actually physically assaulting him, but I think her team's trying to push it as this kind of like inner something violence not interpersonal. All I could think was like interpersonal communication skills. Like there's like IVF. No, not IVF. You guys know it's some kind of thing, some kind of abuse. Uh, but a lot of what, if you look at like the UK depositions in the UK trial, it doesn't really add up. And I think that's what people are seeing is a lot of the stories Amber Heard told aren't necessarily adding up. And she doesn't really have a ton of people that are willing or have taken the stand to back up a lot of the stuff that arguably many people would have seen, would have been there for, all that stuff. So it's complicated, but it's not. Yeah, that's what I think. It doesn't hurt to ask. Um, the worst you can get, as I get older, the more I realize the worst you can hear is no. And it's better than wondering always, because maybe she's like, oh, we're fully staffed. But maybe in the future, if they're looking for someone, you just never know. But that would be like a dream. Oh my God, I would probably cry. Because right now, me and my writing partner, we have one script that we have been trying to sell, and we've gotten some meetings, and we have a meeting coming up in June for it. And it's an adult animated series, and it's called D-League, and it's funny. I love it. She loves it. We love it. It's our baby. And our manager is super supportive and trying to help us. And so we have a meeting with the animation company June. Oh my God, that's pretty soon. I think it's June 10th. No, June 12th, something like that. I gotta look. I put it in my calendar. So yeah, we've had a bunch of people read our script, and so now we're just trying to find a production company to have interest in it, and then you package it together for networks. So we'll see. We'll see. But then I have another like supernatural animated script that we want to show them too, if not. And then we have a movie that we are kind of working on just the pitch deck for, so that we can hopefully sell it and get someone to pay us to write it. So that's the thing. You always have things. You're always balancing a lot of things. You have a lot of things out there that you hope will sell or you hope you'll get, but that's kind of the business of artists or writers or comedians is you just always have to have shit to sell people. You always have to have stuff out there. You always have to have stuff so that your manager can get you in meetings with people and say, hey, I have these clients and they have this, and oh, you're looking for this kind of script. Well, I have these two ladies, So hopefully that'll work. Someone else says, "Oh, Nanya, you're so sweet." But I would love to be Cher. I would love to write on Cher. I'd love to write on any show, for real. Not many tears. Yeah, I don't think there was a lot of tears that came, but Stephanie are returning to our TVs. Why can't I think of who those two? Suri? Are you talking about Suri from Survivor? Or who are you talking about? Sorry. I have questions. Yeah, it's always better to put it out there. It's always better I always got stuff cooking. I always got stuff cooking. It's just you never know. You never stop. You never give up. You're never too old. You're never too fat. You're never too thin. You might be too mean, hags. You're never too dumb. You can always learn. You're never too closed-minded. You can always open your mind and have your mind open. But you definitely have to have multiple things going on, because you literally are just selling a product, which is yourself, which is your writing, which is all kinds of things. So hopefully this is the year of Joleen sells a script. I mean, oh my God, you guys will be the first people I tell, other than Nana, and then I'll like pee my pants and vomit everywhere. So yeah. Thanks, SM. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, I don't dance now. I make money moves. If I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't fuck with you. Okay, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that ever, and I do this. But that's like the song that gets me through, despite it being, now an older song. It's a song that gets me through hard workouts. I'm just like, I make money moves. My favorite is if I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't fuck with you because that's Jolene to a T. That is me. Like I don't, I just won't talk to you. Okay, yes, Survivor. You're talking about the survey. Okay. Um, thank you, Bella. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, producer Linda's here. Yay, it's gonna happen. Yeah, we'll put out good vibes, good vibes. You never know. You just gotta just keep trying. You know, I've been knocked down a bunch, but you just never quit. You just never quit. You just keep trying. You keep trying. Thanks, Renee. I hope so too. Either way, I'm just glad that I ever started comedy. Like, how many years? 2009, because I was terrified of public speaking. Terrified. And I never thought I'd do it. I never thought I'd do it. So I'm just happy that I did it. Now I've been able to have the experiences that I've had, and I continue to. That is the best. The best. Producer Linda. Yeah. Thanks, Evelyn. Oh my gosh. You guys make me feel so nice. So nice. But yeah, I'm trying to do more on this channel as well and just have more like casual talks like this. Okay, what is it? Okay, they're doing a show, Jelly Donut says, where you're in a castle. Oh my God. And you're a giant group of 20, but 3 sabotage to try to win. Sounds like my kind of show. But other people include, what? Cody Cauliflower. What? Randy Glanville. Rachel Riley. Cody Cauliflower. Rachel Riley. Cody Cauliflower. Um, what is this show called and where is it at? Jelly? Where is it at? Oh, Ginevra. I always say your name wrong. And I love that one time you were getting blamed for stuff. I was like, who's Ginevra? Gen, Ginevra. Even though, hello. Obviously I know Ginevra, but I don't know a Ginevra that would do those horrible things they were claiming that you would do. Ugh, gross. Yes, exactly. If Elle Woods, like, you went for it and you got into Harvard, you did the damn thing with a dog while wearing pink. I mean, amazing. And people doubted you. So don't let anybody doubt you. Don't let Brandy Glanville with that group. That's it. Well, she was on Celebrity Big Brother, so it kind of makes sense, but that will be very interesting. Her and Rachel Riley, they're either going to be like boom or boom. It's called The Traitors. It's kind of like fans versus favorites. Ooh, I love that. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I love how in that kind of world of the weird JY and the hag and ex hags, they just literally make stuff up and they throw things at the wall and hope it sticks. And that's what I think they think being a blogger is. You know? Because All About the Tea did that constantly. She had no like tea. She just made stuff up. It was like this this lady's going broke, and then she never went broke. This person's husband's gay, and then the person's husband wasn't gay. You know, that's what she did for Housewives, and it was like, is that how you blog? You just like make stuff up and hope it happens to be true? Because there's like a chance that someone's gonna go broke and someone's husband's gonna be gay. Always a chance. But um, so yeah, Pizzagate feels like a million years ago. What I wonder is, what I want to hear, okay, I want to tell all from the husbands of the hags, or if they don't have husbands, the friends, or the hags and the ex-hags. So, you know, I want to hear from all these husbands in the back, or spouses, or significant others, whatever they are, or friends or sisters. Like, how do you feel knowing your loved one is this wrapped up? And I think some people are addicted because there was someone that came up on Sailor Moon's channel, Crusty Drawers, and I don't know who she is, but I've heard her talk now a few times, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but she seems to like know her shit, and she's very smart. And she was explaining exactly what I was like, oh, that makes, yes, I've thought similar things to that, where I think a lot of these people are very lonely people. And I also think they got addicted. And I think it had a lot to do with kind of bringing that crazy out in the pandemic. And then, you know, I think if you look at a lot of the characters, they're people who I don't think ever really had the spotlight on them, or maybe they did when they were younger, and then somehow they got their identity lost in like marriage or motherhood or just life in general. And so they reverted back to this weird, like, 14-year-old evil girl time, or evil boy, not to be sexist, where now they are taking great joy in being like, "I hate you, you bitch," and, like, stalking each other and looking up each other's information online and talking shit on people's families and kids and doing this nonstop to the point where it's a detriment. There are some people that might lose their marriage in this saga. Like, that's insane to me. Like, there are husbands being like, get off. Why are you up drunk talking shit on people? We got a fence to take down. There, how, I don't know. I just know my husband. Would he already doesn't even barely like when me and Busy parody this stuff, he laughs because it's me and Busy, and when we laugh, he laughs. But he don't want to know nothing. He's just like, this is insane. I'll put it on sometimes. We'll just be like laying in bed. And I'm just like, you just want to like listen a little bit to this. And he was like, what did she just say to her? Like, my husband, chow, he would never. No way. Yeah, go to bed. I think there's a lot of people need just like therapy. That's why we need, healthcare for everybody. Not to get weird on you guys, but mental health for everybody, because people need some talk space. They need some sleepy time tea. Does everyone have bathtubs? We need melatonin, salt for the tub. We need to take a deep breath, take a walk. So many things. But there's something that's very addictive, I think, to these women about just keeping up these fights. And the relevance it gives, or the self-importance it gives, it feeds something in them they're missing. So it's pretty gross. Did you see that? I did. My opinion of it, it's sad. Um, it's a sad man desk. Sad for sad men. It's sad. The cat. I need justice for that cat. I love animals and I love cats. And I had a overweight cat that me and Nana took in. She was a stray, and it was the neighbors, and they just let the cat go because it didn't get along with the other cats. So it showed up on Nana's doorstep, and we're like, "Come on in." Even though my dad was like, "No more cats." At that time, my mom already had 2 cats, and we're like, "Well, we can't let the cat." So we just kept like feeding it, letting it in, and finally, we just took the cat in. And she was so obese, and we thought she was pregnant. We took her to the vet, and she never had the babies. She just was like obese. So we took her. My mom named her Marvelette because first she named her Marvin, but then we found out it was a girl, and then we were like, I think she's pregnant. And then my mom named her Marvelette after Marvin Gaye. Obviously, Nana did that. And then we found out from the neighbors that her name was Lukey because they came trick or treating at my parents' house, and the little kids go, "Trick or treat, you stole our cat." And we were like, "What?" And then the mom of the kids said, "No, we just let the cat go, hoping she'd find a new home." I'm like, "Way to go, asshole." So we took her in, Lukey, had her for years, took her to the vet, found out she had diabetes. So there's no way that his cat, being so big, his big white cat, bless her precious kitty soul, doesn't have diabetes or something. We had to give Lukey shots, like insulin shots, and special diet food for diabetes cats, and she lost all the weight. Like, she felt so good. She could run again. She lived way longer than she would have lived, and lived a better life because she was so much more mobile. And my mom, Nana, made sure every day to give her the shot she needed. So if you are going to have a pet like that, you need to spend less time on weed and get that cat to the vet and get it on medicine. Every time I see that cat, it is morbidly obese, and that poor kitty is just struggling. Its little legs can't even hold its body up. So that's what I think of that desk. I just keep thinking about that sweet, sweet kitty and how she deserves better than chain smoking morons, um, just screaming and yelling and spitting and foaming at the mouth. I mean, they can't even clean their fish tank. Disgusting. Disgusting. Yes, that was the cat that was hacking up a fur ball. That's not, no. Anytime Tilly sometimes will have those, and she'll go, "Huh," and it's a really scary sound. I'm always like, Tilly, you know. But that's why you gotta take your pets to the vet, like regular vet appointments. There's so much. I know. I know. Another responsibility on the ex. I know. You guys are right. Probably. Probably. That's the thing. Like, what everyone has such an opinion. All these characters, like, what does blank and blank? What does Sailor Moon do with their money? What does this person do with their money? What do you do with your YouTube money? Obviously, nothing good because you don't even have a desk chair, and your cat is like sickly. So take care of your cat. Krusty Drawers also pointed out most of them suffer from insomnia. Oh, Margaret, I can relate to that. I have a hard time sleeping. That's why I take melatonin baths and just try my best. But yeah, it looked like a 10-year-old girl's messy desk. I wouldn't even insult us 10-year-old girls at one time like that. Yes. Hi, Legally Leah. Have I ever been so scared I didn't go on? Oh, yeah. No, not that I couldn't go on stage, but I've been so scared I didn't want to go on stage. I'll have lots of points where I do get stage fright. And once the pandemic hit, that's when I wasn't on stage for a long time because I was going on stage all the time before the pandemic. And living in Los Angeles, there was just always stage time. So you get so used to it. But once the pandemic happened and I wasn't on stage for a while and I had a TV taping and I hadn't done any stand up and I just got really scared again. But when I first started, me and Chell laugh about it, I used to get like upset to my stomach. Like I would be in the bathroom. I was so physically affected. I loved the feeling of being on stage. I loved the idea of stand up. But leading up to a show, I couldn't eat anything. I still don't really eat a bunch before I go up. But I used to be like just debilitated the whole day before a show when I first started. So I've come a long way. But I don't think I've ever, you know, I've had to cancel a show here and there, but I don't know if it was ever just due to strictly stage fright. So, yeah. Are you guys so busy that you don't have time to eat? Asking me. It depends on what you do. I saw the Heather McDonald thing and it freaked me out. Oh my God, poor Heather McDonald. Um, for me, I don't want to feel full, especially if you're doing, you know, let's say Heather McDonald is traveling and she's doing a week of shows. And a week of shows for a stand-up comedian is usually like a Wednesday through Sunday. So you'll do one show Wednesday, one show Thursday, two Friday, two Saturday, one Sunday. Maybe add a couple more depending on the venue, maybe even less depending on the venue. But when you're traveling and stuff, I think she was just at a California Improv when that happened. So she wasn't too far from home. But I don't like to feel super full, so I don't eat a bunch before I go on stage. If you get two shows in a row, let's say you're drinking too much caffeine. Heather McDonald's already a svelte woman herself. She could be dehydrated. Stand-up comedy doesn't promote the healthiest lifestyle. You're up really late. You're constantly around alcohol and things. Not saying that had anything to do with hers. Um, just that I can see I've had moments where I felt like faint or I don't know. I feel as though the dehydration, like so many things can play into that. Maybe she's running around with the kids earlier. She didn't get time to eat. That totally is something that I could see happening. Right? Oh my, we have so many nurses um, who watch, and unfortunately, a couple who are some of the characters. Right? I mean, my husband works in healthcare, and he's a comedian, and he wouldn't behave like that. So, and the people he works with would never behave like that. And then to have kids on top of it, I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, we should all show an expense report of what we do with our YouTube money. Nunya says, I just want nothing to do with any of that stuff. I will watch when Sipping Key makes fun of something because Joleen and Busy are funny, but I don't want to watch. I think that's the healthiest way. Just watch me and Busy. You don't have to watch any of those garbage people. You really don't. Yeah, now the next fundraiser would be for cat meds. Isn't that the cat that Mod14 hates helped him out with? That's how they became friends or something? I read that somewhere. I think so. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? Yeah, there's so many nurses, and I've never met a nurse I didn't like until uh all Broken on Blast. It's so crazy because I don't know, she just really is not a nice person. It's too bad because she was such an enemy of JY. You had a literal restraining order against him, and now you're best friends. How do you talk without constantly like recognizing your own hypocrisies? That's what I don't understand about these people. And then you hate me and Busy, which awesome because I would think I was doing something wrong if you liked me. But for us merely like shining a light, like that's what comedy, satire, parody does. It like mirrors behavior and a lot of time of like public figures, even though these are like very low level public figures. But and it's also like played up, like parody definitely is much more silly. That's why, you're literally on behind a squirrel filter, and they're like, you're gonna incite something. Oh my goodness. That comedy is not gonna incite nothing but laughter, girl. You guys are on the internet bullying people. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. She came out of retirement. Oh no, she should stay away. She was so much better when she was away. Heather McDonald fainted on stage like a couple months ago, I think. And she had two black eyes. She just like she was performing and they had it taped, and then she fell and fainted, passed out, and it looked horrible. But it could happen to anyone. I mean, especially if you do a lot of shows. Just think, sometimes randomly, just in regular life, you get sick, you don't feel well. What if that happens when you're on stage? I've had it happen where I was like, oh my god, my stomach is starting to hurt. you know, and you're on stage and you're like, oh god, am I gonna have to run off this thing? Yeah, the friendship wheel is very, very, very bad. And this new flip-flopping, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I also do not want to get involved at all in any way other than parody and just being shock and awe, you know. What? And JY's gonna have to be careful because now that you have those like community guideline strikes, people are gonna be looking. There's so many things to strike him on for community guidelines. That's crazy. He's broken so many. There was like TOS, TOS. You guys are all bringing TOS all the time. Okay, all the time. It was hard. I could barely keep up. That's why I haven't watched all of it. It was too much. I just was like, no. And then I saw Amber go up on Sailor Moon's, and I was like, no, what? Oh no, no. And then the back and forth from the squirrel, and I'm just like, oh, it's just unlike any world I've ever been a part of, and I'm not a part of it. I'm gonna keep saying that's not me. But yeah, it was just too much. It was so much. And I need timestamps because I can't sit through all of that. And then who's the guy with like the British accent? He seems like a very nice guy. One thing I don't like that happens on the channels is someone will be making a point and then everyone disregards the person talking to go, actually, Regal, yeah, IRS. And I'm just like, no, 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 no. You gotta let the gentleman finish what he's saying. They like half the time aren't even listening to each other. So you have a panel of people who aren't listening, they're just replying to the comments. And I'm like, huh? That's why I always tell Nana, like, stay with me, get out of the comments. Because I want us to have like a conversation and still be able to look at the comments. But so many of these panels, people will be talking and someone will make a really good point, and then it's like, yeah, she is a bitch, bitch, bitch. Look at that bitch, bitch. Oh no, I don't want to be associated with that either. Associated with any of this. No. Yes, and turn your phones off. I don't want to hear your phone go off. It's so annoying. Trey annoying. How is Amber going to commiserate with Sailor Moon when Amber was basically, wasn't she terrifying Sailor Moon? And they call her the witch. And what is up with this? Can't anyone Imagine if someone talked about someone else's religion like that. Like, come on. What does it matter? Who cares if she does witch spells from Amazon or something they said? Who cares? How does that affect you? How does that affect you? That was weird. She was like, I don't know what you're saying. I know because I've been there. Because I've done it to you. So I know. Because I've done it to you. So I've been there, Sailor Moon. I've I've been there. I know what you're talking about. Because I've done it. I'm like, what? And then real fun news came up. Can the community be done with real fun news? I mean, JY and real you have these problematic dudes that you're still talking to, who speak disgustingly about women. Real fun is like, oh, no, uh-uh. You jumped into it, Rebecca? What did I miss you? Were you on a live? Are you a person? Or are you talking about right now? Okay. He makes intros. Oh, he does? Oh, okay. I liked his voice, but I felt bad for him. They kept interrupting him and not even listening to him. Um, oh my God, seriously? And how everyone's like, I don't check it. I don't watch, you all check it. It's all you're doing. You have all the time in the world. What else are you doing? I'm so tired of that narrative. I don't even watch. I don't even check. I don't even know what they're saying, yet I hate them. You do. You do. Believe me, if I'm as busy as I am, being a very responsible cat mom, and I still have time to watch at least some of your bullshit, you definitely have time to watch all the bullshit while you do nothing. Okay? For sure. Um, let's see. I hate the constant. Yes, I know. Or they're like, haha, we're messaging each other. Secret trashy stuff you guys can't know about. It's like, oh God, who set the trailer on fire now? You know? You thought Home Depot Jen was girl. I wonder how Home Depot Jen's doing. Because, we had the reports of the DIVORCE, but um, she's afraid. It's gonna go on Reddit and see everything her group has posted about Bella. Bella asked her today if she should go on Reddit. She yells no. Who yelled no? Sailor Moon? It was just weird. I was like, why is Amber up here? And why is she so wasted? What? That was weird. Mod chats are the devil's work. Our mods, me and Busy's mods have a chat. Um, but they like literally talk about shows and like their lives. Waste their time talking shit about people. Oh, Jules? That's why, that Bella, she needs to stay away. You have to stay away from Jules. She's so gross. She's the grossest lady. She's so gross. Of course she wants her to stay off. They're cruel. They're cruel and unusual women. It is the sickest shit. And I like how the nurse is like, this is some of my best friends. There's some of my like best friends, okay? Julie the trash can and Julie the other trash can who's also a squirrel. They're some of my best friends. That's your best friend? Mm, okay. Okay. Yeah, our mod chat's amazing and it's like positive and there's no gross stuff. Yeah, only shady when necessary, but definitely no like bully mentality. I don't like a bully. I was telling my husband, I was like, oh, I really don't like a bully. Social justice Jolene comes out. So squirrel, ooh, you're gonna have to pull it back because I don't like a bully. Mm-mm. No, I'm not gonna get my comedy foot off your neck for a long time because I don't like a bully. I don't. I do not. There's nothing I hate more than a weak bully who needs to team up. And what's up with all these women calling each other pussy ass bitches? What? What are you like? What are you like? Some kind of like hard ass punk on the at school? Like, what's up, pussy ass bitch? Like, what? What? Post menopause, you should not be able to say pussy ass bitch. You just shouldn't. It just shouldn't be in your vocabulary. Also, pussies are strong. Hello, catch the memo. Okay, compare them to like male urethras or something. Those things are always breaking or getting hurt or like a sack, like balls, because balls are just so sensitive. You blow on them weird, and they're like, oh, but pussies are like the strongest thing known to man. They give life. The stuff we can put up with is crazy down there. The education level is so low, so low, so low. We have thought of other communities. People wanted us to cover the KJ community, and I was like, no, no. KJ did DM me once. She did. I never replied. She's from Minnesota. I always thought, before I knew anything about her, I thought, oh, I'll like her. She's from Minnesota. I never really followed her, but from what I saw, no. But what did she message me about? Was it the Cheryl stuff? I think it was Cheryl. I still have the DM, but I was like, oh no. It's amazing how many people have messaged. I know a lot of people message busy too, but I can only speak for myself. How many people have messaged me that I just never replied to? Things could have gotten so hairy and weird, and I'm just like, no, too much drama for your mama. I just want to have fun and laugh. How did I get started writing? Oh my goodness. I feel like forever. That's like the one thing I always loved to do is write. And I had my own blog back in the day, like comedy blogs, like satire blogs. I wrote short stories and used to submit my poetry to those paid poetry contests when I was a kid, and then you'd win stuff. But I think it was like a pay to play. But I was like, look, Mom, my poem. And then I had a book of poems like in a binder that I laminate, like I put in those like laminated coverings because it was such good poetry. And then I minored in creative writing, and I majored in journalism, and I minored in psychology too. So that could be why I'm interested in a lot of this stuff, the psychology of it all. But yeah, so I really thought, like, I'm going to be a poet. And I wrote short stories, and I wrote little scripts about me and my friends when I was real young. And then I just was like, I just want to write a movie. I want to do that. So I just started writing scripts. And then I took a couple classes too. I took a screenplay class in college, and I took script writing classes in Los Angeles. And so, yeah, I just kind of did it, read a bunch of books on it, took classes on it, whether it's in school or just like classes outside of school that, like in LA and stuff. So yeah, I've thought of other communities, covering other communities, but I'm just not sure which one yet. Some of these are scary. Scary. Did you see that steak? That steak that JY posted and said it looks like a vagina. Oh, that steak, I saw it on Reddit, looked not like a steak. And he doesn't know anything about women. He hates women so much, he doesn't even know what the vagina is, like all the parts, because we're such miraculous creatures and we are just so fascinating. And we have so many layers to us that literally and figuratively that he just takes no time to know anything about women, because I honestly believe he hates women. There's no way. There's no way. I can't help it. I can't. I really can't. But girl, yeah, I don't even care about the Duggars. Yuck. The Duggars gross me out. The only weird white people show I watch is and I haven't watched the new season of it yet. It's that one with the dad that looks like he has so many bodies buried in his closet. What is that show, Tilly? You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like the mom is weird. She used to dance, and they're like, don't have any fun or smile, and only one of the kids can have the password for the internet. And then three of the kids went one way, and the rest of them are with the mom and dad, and the dad looks like just an incel. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's on TLC. So, yes, Plathville. Welcome to Plathville. I got into that for 2 seasons. This is the 3rd season now. Maybe it's the 4th season. That dad freaks me out. He freaks me out so bad. How is he sexable? Like that many times they had sex to make babies. Like how is his sperm viable? It's freaky. It is freaky, yes. But I haven't caught up on any of the newer episodes. Chrisleys, I don't know anything about the Chrisleys. I've watched a couple episodes here and there. I know that KJ is isn't she fighting with a Chrisley? They're suing her or something. Tay the Bay made a Radat shirt and they sent it to me, and then I just send it back to Busy with a couple notes um, of a few changes to make. So hopefully we'll get that soon. I know Tilly will get Tilly. She's so cute. She's so cute. Like I'm covered in hair because she just like, I have my laptop up right now, and then I'm using my phone right here, and she just crawls on my lap. That's what she does. That's what she does. Yeah, that steak that JY had did not look even like steak, let alone a vagina. I mean, give me a break. I just don't understand how this dude ever got popular. He's so gross. He literally looks greasy. He's not a nice human. He's so gross. He foams at the mouth. He's racist. He's homophobic. I mean, it's just he's so hateful. He's a misogynist. He's a xenophobe. Assuming that someone like in Rabbit's case, her being a Latina, that she's not American, that she wasn't born here. And even if she wasn't born here, she could still be an American, but she was born here. So it's just like, wow, you sicko. He's just a real sicko. Real sicko. I don't understand how any of these women are like, oh, it's so cool. Look at my cool friend JY. It's like, what's cool about him? He's like disgusting. And his husband's gross. And they just smell like an ashtray. And they're into Care Bears. I mean, that's like, ew. And then, the clearance section of the Big Lot rug and the lying. It's just all, none of it's good. None of it's good. It's just kind of, just feels like the worst episode of Jerry Springer that just won't end. Steve's not there to break it up. Just won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Teeth falling out. Nobody cares. Nobody's flossing. No mouthwash to kill chemicals. Just dirty fingernails. No one gardens. No one has a plant. I mean, one plant? You don't have one living thing. You have these cats that you're barely taking care of, but they're your babies. You're 1 minute you're impoverished, the next minute you're bragging about how much you have. 1 minute you're drunk, the next minute you only drink because we make you drink. It just doesn't make any sense. He does nothing. He doesn't have any talent. I mean, he does have a talent for being like a horrible racist, if that's a talent, yeah, I guess. Well, saying horrible things about women, but where's his interview skills? Oh my God, I actually went to school for journalism. That's a joke, sir. His interview skills are a joke. That is ridiculous. Oh my God. It's a show that never ends. He does nothing for them. He doesn't make them cooler. He gets them into more trouble, but I think they just thrive off that. To them, it's like, we get to defend our man. Ugh. I mean, I think I have relatives that I don't speak to, like JY, just real like white trash. Just like addicts who are just never gonna, it's everyone else's fault, never gonna get better, narcissistic personality disorder, allegedly. And I just don't deal with them at all. I gave up on them a long time ago. I think everybody's got like a JY type. Yeah. He's not, it's a 90 fiance. They act like the people cast on the show are stars. Huh? What? They're not even influential. They're not even influencers. Very few of them have actual, good follower counts and can be considered influencers. This makes no sense. It's so crazy. One man show, yeah, I guess so. Does he even have much clout? No, no clout. No clout. Bought followers, no clout. No clout. I think there was a time, from what I'm learning from the history of all this, where some of the cast might have felt he held a little bit of power with making up these stories where, having this Instagram following or Twitter or whatever he had at the time, or Friendster or whatever he was reporting on it from, where he could possibly put out like a disparaging story about you and someone would believe it. So I think some of the cast is a little, especially the older cast, is a little afraid to come at him with fear that he'll put something out negative about them, or something like that. But he holds no power anymore, and that's what I hope that the newer cast, I think they're starting to realize, which is why he can't ever get anyone to talk to him. Can you imagine like a housewife talking to him? Afterwards, she'd be like, "Oh, we're not doing that again. We're not doing that again." Mm-mm. She's always around. I think she's like sicker than he is. She's always around. For me, at least, JY has a reason. He's like a horrible addict. It's not a reason, but it's like he's super sick. He's super sick. He's still an asshole. That's the thing that you learn in recovery and stuff, is some people are just always going to be assholes. Even when they get sober, he might still be an asshole. This is how people are. So not everyone's saved by sobriety, you know. And you can still be sick and you can still be held accountable. It doesn't, but what happens is addicts, they hang out with people then who aren't, maybe, don't know enough about Al-Anon, don't know enough about anything, and they end up just being codependent and giving them an excuse and saying, "Oh, he had a hard life, and he had a hard childhood, and he's got this and that." And it's like, there's a point where, if you really cared about the person, you would hold them accountable for their actions. And that's why when you do interventions and things like that, there's stakes, because without stakes, things don't change. Why would they change? If they're hardcore in the addiction and the disease, and they're not going to lose anything to get them their fix, why would they change? Why would they change? And if the hags and stuff are still supplying it and making excuses, they're not going to change. So really, you guys are going to be the death of these, individuals that you keep enabling. But yucky, 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 yucky. Yeah, I don't know. Margaret says the other day, I saw that she was replaying some stuff. I thought Monica, for a while, I thought she was like successful and early on, because there were rumors that she was an entertainment reporter. And it's like, oh no, she's just a lady making up stuff in her kitchen who doesn't want to show her face because she's like cowardly, you know. Yeah, she'll still do her blog. She'll come back out. She always does. She'll find a way to come back, you know. Yes, they prey upon the people who they need to enable their behavior. And they know who to pick. It's no coincidence that these haggers are lonely, kind of unloved women who, yeah, it's no coincidence. They know who to look for, and they know the game. Is Cody tells them they're beautiful and they're great. But it's funny, they're beautiful and they're great when they're giving and when they're on the right side, and when they're gone, they're all of a sudden big, fat, see you next Tuesdays, according to them. So that should be very telling. Very telling. Oh, the hey tips. Oh, that was an iconic time. It totally was. That was fun. But no more. Yeah, I'm telling you, this hag drama is, it's not that fun. There's funny moments. I think when I watched I think it was it Maria on the Squirrels channel? Maybe Bella was over there then. And they were like just yelling like, "Bella, Sailor Moon puts pictures of us up." Like that has anything to do with Bella. Like, what? What are you talking about? And then they just want to turn everyone against the people they hate. It's a JY. It's just it's in his, little handbag of tools on the internet. And they're like, "Bella, she put or I put balls on your head. She put a crack pipe in my mouth. I would rather have balls on my face than a crack pipe in my mouth," or something like that. And I'm like, oh my God, these ladies are really freaking saying that, like, with all their whole chest. They're just like, yeah, That's what we're fighting about. Drawing crack pipes on each other's mouths and balls, squirrel balls. Oh my gosh. It's so bad. It's so, so, so bad. Hmm. Oh, Cody's the phoniest. He's like dumb phony, dumb phony. But he's the one that always gets JY into the trouble because he'll say stuff he's not supposed to say, and you just know, oh my God, they just scream at each other. It's one of the most unhealthy relationships I've ever seen. The most unhealthy relationships. And he's just like, yeah, like when we didn't have COVID. And he's like, yeah, and then he like says a racial slur, and oh my goodness, what a mess. Okay, let's just say that if I had to guess, here's my, oh, sorry, Tilly, here's my psychological breakdown. The nurse was probably a cutie in high school. She probably was like, just like the blonde, little tiny Texas gal, probably populars. She was populars in high schools. And then she got older, she had kids, husband, and that kind of mentality never left her, and she wants it. And in this situation, she can be like the richest and the prettiest of all the hags, and so she likes that about it. And she still needs that kind of like false fake attention. Mod 148, no. Amber, no. No. Outcasts, for sure. Sailor Moon, she was hanging out with the craft. I think she was doing spells and stuff. Um, who else is there? Oh, Squirrel? Oh no, she was getting arrested. I don't think she finished high school. So yeah, no. Let's just say I might have seen some pics. And let's just say 148. We have a lot of self-hate going on inside of her. Because what she calls other women is what she's been her whole life, which is crazy. Um, and the little nursey, she she was just like a little cutie, you know, probably mean, probably like popular in like small town Texas, probably like lost her virginity a few times, had a perfect bob, you know, shopped at the Gap, you know, just your quintessential 90s small town hot girl turned evil. 148, no, she was like on the bleachers at the school dance, just hoping, praying, and nothing happened. And Amber, she was collecting dead animals, I think, and then burying them and then digging them up. Um, Sailor Moon, she's like the youngest out of all of them, and I think she was probably maybe going to Spencer Gifts, maybe Hot Topic here or there. She saw the craft a bunch. She'd be old enough. She saw the craft after because she would have been probably too young to see the craft when it came out. You know, the squirrel had felonies at 14, allegedly. I mean, that's what I'm guessing. Just running these streets. Yeah, juvie type energy. I don't need this. I don't need to learn. Learning is dumb. Um, who else is there? Maria, I don't know. It's back in the whenever I mean, I think she's older than Nana. So I don't think she was fun like Nana was. She needed to have more fun because apparently she got married at like 9 and I don't know, 14, 15 or something. She's had a husband since she was a fetus. And I don't know. That one is, ugh. And then Anne was in Scotland and she was doing Scottish stuff and eating Scottish eggs or whatever they're called. Oh, whatever Scottish people do. And Anne, Anne wants to be a part of it. She wants to feel important. She wants to be funny. She wants to have a channel. But back in the day, I think she probably was ignored a lot. I think a lot of them were ignored. She's only 59? Jeez Louise. That was too much. People were like praising it. I was like, that's disgusting. You're weird. That's weird to me. I don't care what anyone says. That's weird. That's so weird. You just to like be petty, that's too weird. That's too weird. I thought that was so gross. I thought that was fucking gross. I did not think that was cool. I thought that was so gross. I don't care. That's so weird. Right? Everything you need to know in life you learned. Yeah. The 7-year stalker. I mean, that's what she probably was. Like in her real life, she's probably like, we just keep on someone until finally they give in. Fine, you can be part of our group. Holly White. I think Holly White was always 60. I think she was born 60 with a raspy voice and a cigarette in her mouth, talking about masturbating. You know, she's always, I don't know why she has to do that to us. Like, I'm very happy about your alleged healthy sex life, but she's always talking about things that suck her labia or something. I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And it's not even in like a funny way. It's in a, seriously, I'm gonna go use this sex toy in my bath. What? It's embarrassing. Everyone, all these people should get their internet cards taken away. You should have to take a test to be on the internet. And, you know, are you going to hurt people on the internet? Are you going to do more damage than good? And you can't be on the internet. You can't do that. Who else is there? You know, the avatar, Monica. She's always been, her name isn't even Monica. She's, you know, she's always just carried a picture around of a circle and put it over her face. I imagine she's been a scammer since early on. Yeah, Holly's read the positive comments. She's the worst. She is the worst. And what a flip flopper. She rode so hard for JY. When JY was using racial slurs, he used Holly White to be like, and she's like, no, not racist. Don't worry. When you say it, they just make a big deal out of it. What? I think when any white guy gets online and starts screaming the N word, you should take it seriously. The fact that they gave him a pass on that, and they gave him a pass on the things he said about women, and then when he says you can't are the willing, like those are words. Like Sailor Moon was playing his old videos and the stuff. The fact that all of these people, there's just not an innocent one among them. They contacted someone who is in jail for sexual assault, and they've contacted this man all because they hate Sailor Moon. It's gross. That is so sick. That's why when I saw Amber on Sailor Moon's channel, I was like, what? Wasn't she a part of that contacting? They've all like contacted each other. Then apparently the squirrels got some like pimp daddy that used to be her boyfriend, and his name's like, they said it, and I don't know what his name is, but allegedly, and I'm just like, what? What? And I don't know. Um, I don't know what happened to Penny. I think they probably did her dirty like everyone else, but I don't even know why someone like Penny would even get involved in this. Holly White has this air of, because for some reason that community decided that she was like a voice of reason for a minute. And they decided she was a good person. I'm like, what? She's sitting next to him, making excuses for him, and calling out people like Busy Blue, who's like, hey, I don't think it's cool that this racist dude is using racial slurs. I mean, she watched it happen. She let it happen. She was there when Broken on Blast and the nurse said Perry was a burnt turtle. So, but somewhere along the line, people were like, yeah, Holly's, you know, she's cool. She's, you know, she's a voice of reason. Reason of what? No, no. She's just an older lady hag. That was surreal. It was so sad. I was sad when I woke up to that because I didn't know that it happened until I woke up. I was sad. I was sad for Sailor Moon I was just sad. I don't know Sailor Moon. I don't know Bamber. But yeah, I know that Bamber's not, that's no matter what she does, no matter what side she takes, that ain't a good one. Oh my God. What? Well, they have multiple now because 148 reported all the JY Reddits. So, yeah. So there's a bunch of them. I don't really know. Um, I don't know which one is my favorite of there's like John Eats the Third and then John Eats Fan Club. Then I found there's a 90 Day on Crack one, which is about the nurse, and then there's a Scamber one, which is about Bamber, and then there's a Bottom Feeders of YouTube. Oh my gosh. And some of these posts, I'm like, ew, ew. Someone's penis got leaked, I think. I don't know. I can't keep up. It's crazy. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. You would think people with these kind of backgrounds wouldn't be so disgusting online with fear, that their shit would be exposed, but I guess not. Yeah. There's a ton of new ones. I have to look up a bunch trying to keep up, right? And then people think I post on Reddit. I'm like, what? Um, huh? You've seen my freaking, when I've shared my screen, you've seen my Reddit handle. I'm like dumb when it comes to Reddit. Dumb. I definitely though check it, but I'm just like I get confused of where everything is, and then I just want to see new posts. I definitely like things that are pro Jolene and Busy or pro Sip and Key for sure. I give it the thumbs up. Thank you guys. I love you guys. But I'm not smart enough to be running a whole Reddit. The work you have to put in and all the bullshit you have to wade through. And I think that obviously, the original Reddit was amazing because it was like thousands of people. It was a place, the original JY fan club was a place where people could keep a record, of all this horrible behavior. And then, of course, the hags had to get rid of that. My favorite is when they go, I don't even care. I don't even care what people say. I don't care. The nurse is notorious with, I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say. I don't care it's like, but you do care. But I just have to address this. And people say, like, are using the saying she's broke. Well, you're not broke. So what do you care? If people got online and were like, Jolene's broke, I wouldn't even reply because I know I'm not broke. If you reply, that just adds to it, and that just seems like you're definitely bothered, and then you're definitely broke. The only time I ever replied is when our stalker was claiming that I was racist. That's it. Otherwise, if you're like, Jolene's a bitch, okay. Jolene's a bully, cool. Jolene's not funny, awesome. Jolene's fat, yes I am. You know, but other than that, like, why would I go live to address it? And that's what the nurse does. Is she's like, I said I wasn't going to come back, but I had to come back because they said Sailor Moon said that I was on administrative leave. Well, if you're not on administrative leave, who cares? Why even say anything? You're just making it more of a thing. All that'll fade away if you're not on administrative leave. The people that you know and that care about you won't believe it, right? It's crazy. It's like you're definitely bothered. And when the squirrel's like, I don't even care, girl, you care so much. You care so much. You care so much. You're never unfiltered. Don't believe for a second when she's live that she's ever unfiltered. She is never unfiltered. No. Mm-mm. No, no. We saw the one unfiltered, and that was the real you. And now you're really mad that it's out there. But you can't be on the internet constantly putting down women's looks, other women's looks, and then when yours get exposed, that's why you just shouldn't go to that level of fat shaming and calling people ugly, this, that, or the other thing, because it can easily be turned back on you. Easily. Even if you're not that. Also, you're just like too old to do that. I would be ashamed of myself if I was just on here going, my 148 is fat, and this person's fat, and that person's fat. Like that's embarrassing. You should be ashamed of yourself. But oh my goodness. But even if you were broke, I still, right? Like, F you. Who Who cares? People say all kinds of stuff about me. All kinds of stuff. Whatever. I mean, it's not nice, but if I went live every time someone said something about me, I would look insane and it would give it validity. The hags have to overcompensate for everything. Yep. Amber kept telling Siwa last night about Chrissy's accusations. Just remember that you know the truth, which again was surreal and this. Oh, it's so crazy. I just would never listen to anything Amber had to say. Never. I still remember her trying to scare me and Busy. Like, we have like voice recordings of her being like, "Don't say this or you're getting sued. Don't say," what do we used to, because she used to say, what was it? Something about the demons, or what was it? Remind me. Someone will know. She used to have a saying. We would say it, but it's like a saying for like Pentecostal people, I think, say it. I rebuke you, or no, something. And it was so weird. I'm like, why would you sue us? Go sue your friend. What are you talking about? She just wants like control over the narrative for her. You could tell when she came back on the scene, she was just trying to win Reddit's favor. And in some ways, I think she did a little bit. Rebuke, thank you, DJ. Because she's going after, JY, which is the common enemy. But, I mean, she struck Reddit just as many times as 148. It's crazy. Yes, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. So when people are like, Joleen and Busy love Amber, I was like, believe me, I love none of these people. Believe that. You can take that to the bank and cash it. I love Nana. I do not love these weirdos, for sure. No, I do not. And some of them I don't think can be changed and get better. Some of them I think can. But yeah, it was like Margaret Doe was chilling last night. She was like obviously under the influence, and just, I know how you mean. And then she was like, bring her Bill Marie. I'm gonna drag her. The fact that these women are so excited and proud of themselves for dragging someone who has admitted on Siwa's live stream to go to the mental care facility and have her own struggles with that, which we all do. I mean, mental health affects everybody. But the fact that they're so happy to do that makes me just sick. It's disgusting. I'll drag her for what? For what? For what? For what? You've done way worse to Sailor Moon. And then she got the chance and she couldn't even drag Bella. Bella was like, time to party, and then it was just like, I don't know. I just think they should all just leave Bella alone. Don't use her as a pawn. Don't let her up on your channel. Let her be. Let her be. Let her be a human and let her be. I know she's a grown woman and she might jump up, but just do the best thing as an adult and don't take advantage of someone who might be in a vulnerable position. And not to absolve her of anything. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying it's just pretty clear that, there's something that is happening there and that this world isn't going to do well for Bella. So she doesn't have her own channel. So you control whether you let her up on your channel or not. That's why we were like, right away, I saw the signs early on and was like, oh, okay, well then I'm going to be the responsible one and I'm not going to do that character. Even though I love an Australian accent, it's like, I also, realize when you're kind of kicking down. So, oh no, someone's and that's what they do. Like, none of them watch each other before they react. So if people would come in my chat and be like, Joleen, blah 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 said blah blah about you, I'd go, what? That bitch? And I'd probably go, oh well, I have to go check it out to see if blah 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 said blah blah. And even if blah 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 did say blah blah blah, I mean, I don't really care. So yeah, it was really sick. It was really sick. It was so weird. Last night was weird. It was just, I don't even know if this is entertaining anymore. There's so many parts of it that aren't entertaining. It's just gross. Just gross. Gross, gross, gross. I rebuke you. I rebuke you in the name of the Jesus. Yep, Wanda. I don't know though. I'm gonna have to watch her part again and see if let's see who's live right now. Who should I search? All I have is Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, so now I gotta spell out these people's names. Let's see if Sailor Moon's live. Moon. I don't. Why did the nurse ever get so obsessed with Sailor Moon? Oh, she is live. I don't understand. Why was she so obsessed with her? Because she would go live all the time, being like, "Witch," and just so mean. What happened between those two? Okay, so Jen is up on panel. Siwa, and then two blank dots, but not the dot friends. Oh, that D lady was up there last night too. And then there's two people up right now. I don't know who's up on the panel. Yes, Kate Moss. She's gonna testify allegedly via Zoom this week. Oh, Jugs, PhD, and Absinthe. I don't know who any of those people are. All right, let's see. I always want to type in the squirrel, but her name is not the squirrel. I always forget her channel name. Jojo Siwa, no. Julie, Jewel. Doing on my TV, so it's like, oh no, wait, what is it? Just to do you? Oh, I put Siwa Moon Juju. Nope, that's not it, Joleen. Is it even worth searching? Oh my god. I'm sure someone will send it to me. All right, clear. All right. All right, let's see. Just stupid. Okay. Just too old for this bullshit, and I need to get a job. Oh, here it is. Oh, I always thought it was spelled different. God, she does a lot of videos. But then see, they hide a lot of them, and they're like, "You pussy ass bitch," and I'm like, "You hide all your videos. Like, how is that?" She was live 2 hours ago. I know she was live multiple times because she goes live multiple times a day. But the trash took herself out. Are you glitching? Am I glitching? I hope not, Amy. Not glitching. Just searching. Oh, Anne and Mer. Oh God, they're the most boring channel. I swear to God. Anne is such a disappointment. People are like, they're funny, and I'm like, where? Maria scares the shit out of like everybody because talk about going RL. Oh my God, what is wrong with that lady? Like, she don't even have to be like that. You can just move on. I just don't understand it. Anne Marie, no, that's not it. And space and 59. I mean, if my mom, I can't imagine what her kids think. If my mom was online, Nana was doing this shit, oh my God, I would unplug her router so fast. Nana would not even have a chance. I don't even let Nana order stuff from freaking sites like links she finds on Facebook. She has to send to me first before she can order stuff because I'm like, something's gonna go on. How come I can't find their channel? Anne Maria. Wait, is that it? Drop the mic. What the hell? Drop the mic? What do you mean? Is this an old video? Where's their live? Oh, wait, let me go up. Oh, I got to add. Stupid ad. Drop the mic. Oh my gosh. Right? Or motorized mobile boats. Oh, that would sound nice. Yeah, she has no boundaries. I mean, that's crazy to me. That's so crazy to me. That's why I don't even pay much attention to those two because I feel like eventually, how do I get up there? Oh, there I go. She'll be back to hating JY and them again. It's only a matter of time, you know. Yeah, my mom would. My Nana won't even let me explain this stuff to her. When she got brought into it, when John Yates was like trying to get people to dox Nana, I didn't want to tell her. And then finally, I think like a lot later, I told her. And she was like, "What? Who? What? Huh?" Nana was like, "I don't care. Don't tell me about that shit." Like, she don't want to know. Nana lives a good life. She don't want to know. So it looks like we got the squirrel up. We got Maria on her birthday not showing her face. We got Anne in a cold shoulder. Again, Anne with the cold shoulders. It's enough. It's enough of the cold shoulder, Anne. Cover, cover, cover. It's chilly. It's chilly. It just looks like ripped. We got Vault. I don't know who Vault is. And we have Habitual Liar, which I think is Christy Marie. Christy Marie, what are you doing? And then their thing that runs, the little banner says stop bullying. Doesn't your co-host Anne have like sock pages and stuff? What are you talking about? How many people are viewing this? This is crazy. No, she did. She got it RO against them, I thought. Didn't she? How many people are watching this shit? 127 people are watching this shit, which is not very good, considering Seal Moon has over 200 and some. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Scripted for views. I don't think these people are smart enough to script their stuff, but who knows? Well, I think they're smart enough to jump onto different sides and stuff to kind of stay relevant within this mess. So, oh, my 93-year-old mother is on Instagram to watch when we go live. Cute. Cute. Jaywa's birthday look was my favorite. What was it, Atharella? Atharella, I wish that you could join me live because I know you're so funny. I know you have insights. Let's see. She looks straight out of a 80. Oh, and she used to join. It's funny, all these women joined Sip McKee. Maria was always on, not on with us, but she was in the comments, loving on us. Maria really doesn't say much about us though. And then Anne was always there to give it super chat. She loved me and my mom. She loved watching 90 Day with Nana. Now we're horrible people and we're inciting violence. Christine Marie, I don't know much about her, but she was in our comments. The squirrel was in love with Busy, allegedly. So, oh my God. Right? No one can keep up. I'm not watching 9 hours of something. There's no way. Please screenshot it to me. They're watching it. We are discussing it. Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't understand, Anne. And why does everyone vape? Is it a prerequisite that you have to vape to be in this community? You can't just not? Is there any not? I think, does anyone not smoke or vape? Just maybe Maria doesn't. Maybe Sailor Moon doesn't. And that's it. Everyone else is pretty much. But has Ina been okay? I was thinking she was coming. You know what? Ina was super busy. Ina's doing great. Ina's living life. She's got her husband. They got a new house. I mean, she's living the life. So I talked to Ina off YouTube, but I don't know if she was going to come back. She had a new job for a while. So I don't know if she's coming. I don't know if she's going to cover anything. I think the last season of Celebrity, she was kind of, after Big Brother seasons, you can get disenchanted because some people it just gets kind of intense. We all know if we watch BB, sometimes you need a break. So she might just be on a little break because she does have a real life and she is in a fun city. She lives in a fun city. So, right, Atharella, I was telling Atharella, well, I think she knows, but I've seen so much love for Atharella on Reddit. They're like, Atharella's my favorite mod. She's the best. Atharella rules. My favorite was when JY was in your comments. And then we ignore him. I would never talk to him. I would never talk to him. Ever. Never. You couldn't pay me to talk to him. Gross. Gross. Unless one day I sell a docuseries about all this and I'm forced to talk to him, I would never talk to him. Oh my God. Yeah, blunt club. Um, who's Siwa Moon's channel had a 9 hour live yesterday of it was like a competing live with the squirrel, and it was like back and forth. So yeah. Oh good. Hey Jackson. BB24 is coming up. I'm excited for BB24. Is this Jackson Nikki? I'm just joking. Um, yes, we stand Atherell. We stand. Yeah, Atherell left a comment because he was trying to do one of those things where JY throws out a rumor and hopes it sticks, and it was like Busy and Joleen hate each other and they fight and they said the worst things about each other, and I have the screenshots, but I can't post it because otherwise I'd have to like blank out every other word. It's like, sir, you've been on the internet saying the N-word. You've said the most horrendous things about women and victims of sexual assault. You have said homophobic things. You have said xenophobic things. You have snotted in your own shirt. You have begged for money. What could me and Busy have said that's worse than any of that that you can't show it if you have these screenshots? It was so crazy. And I was like, yes, you caught us. You caught us. We're just, they make up lies. It's the same thing. They made up a lie that me and Busy got in trouble. We never got in trouble ever for any of our sipping keys or any of our videos we ever did. We had been thinking about doing a separate channel and we finally went through with it. We had it open, or we made it like in 2021, April. So I think it was a year, just this past April. So we had it long before we ever even, you know, any of that stuff kind of started. But that's something that our stalker started that rumor, and then JY ran with it. So yeah, they really want us to hate each other. Like definitely, me and Busy like we're never gonna hate each other. You know, when we went through it with JY and the Hags coming at us, and our stalker was the worst. I mean, he was the worst, the worst. It was like I've told you guys that it was just it was a crazy, horrendous time. But we definitely handled it differently. Me and Busy, I am I'm just like a freaking put on the boxing gloves. I'm a fighter. Busy, you know, I think he is much more. He's like the Pisces of it, and there were things that I wanted to do that he didn't really want to do, or he wanted to do that I didn't want to do the way we handled it differently. Like Busy will go live with you or something, and I will never. You won't catch me getting you the time of day, but never. We handle things differently, but it was there was never any much story other than that. Other than it definitely was a hard time, and it strained our channels. It strained all this stuff because we had two like crazy crackhead communities coming at us, but and just like making up lies. It was really weird. It was really weird. It was really weird. And now I think they're trying, I think our stalker's trying to push a narrative that we were the bullies. I'm like, oh my God, you came out of nowhere. And you made like 100 videos. It was like 70 to 100. We had to get like legal involved. It was crazy. Every day, constant. Like calling out people, like our subscribers. Like it was mad. Calling our sponsors, because none of these people have sponsors, and it was weird. Not the only mistake me and Busy made was ever just replying in general to the stalker, and I think it was like October was the first time, one of the very few times we ever like replied, because we were like, why is this guy coming at us? He was someone who was in the Big Brother community with us, and we always were somewhat fine with, because it was like keep him at a distance, because he had a really bad history with people and his behavior, and fraudulent activity on YouTube and things like that. So you just didn't want to make him mad. I always knew that, and I was as nice as I could be. And then we found out months later that he had been coming for us since early the year before. and then find out he's on like some freaking like Reddit loan things. Like the guy's got issues. Like there's you talk to old subs of our stalker, and wow, lots of fraudulent behavior, lots of money things, lots of people waiting for money, lots of just really bad stuff, and just dangerous and just freaky. It's really freaky. This guy was really freaky. And my lawyer just being like, wow, this guy is freaky. It was terrible. And then to have the hags jump on that, Holly White, 148, Coochie Cream, they all jumped on. We're like, yeah, let's take down Joleen. JY jumped in. And you have recording Siwa played it of JY being like, let's, make sure we take down everything Joleen gets going forward. Make sure she loses it. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Mr. doesn't want to be canceled, but wants to be canceled, but cries about being canceled, was trying to cancel me. Interesting. So that was a crazy time for me and Busy for sure. We just didn't feel comfortable doing lives for a while because these people were out of control. And it was like over Christmas. I remember Christmas Eve, just like having to deal with like legal stuff because of the stalker. It's super crazy, and there's always like the fear of him coming back, I think. Um, but he's masterful at flipping the narrative and flipping the script, and just a very fraudulent character. You know, just like a record, like definitely like all of this is you can look it up, and I think some people have um, of fraud and things in the past, and definitely don't like to pay their bills, don't like to pay their rent, they don't like to they're sue happy, custody issues, just all kinds of weird stuff. Very weird. So when this person came at us, we were just like, what? This gotta be a joke. Like, what? We were always nice to this person. But they had been following and they saw that, we were getting views on Sip and Key when we were covering everything we were covering from Cheryl's, drama with JY to all about the tea and the panel dissolving and just putting our comedy spin on it. I think, this person really wanted a piece of that and was very bitter and was very mad at Busy. I don't even remember why. Oh, because me and Busy started something. Very jealous. And then this person lived in their car. I don't know. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was a mess. Yeah, very like sociopathic, narcissistic. Um, I saw that Regal. I saw when you like apologized too, and I was like, what is Regal doing? It's weird. I mean, just like every claim he would flip, everything I would do, he would flip. Be like, Jolene's a racist. And then Kamisha Reviews got involved in it, and that was a mess. And then go to find out, like, I think Kamisha got into it with like that big channel. What's his name? Little Black Book. And she went on his. If you guys haven't watched that, that's a watch. That is a watch. She went on his live, and he was being very nice and welcoming to her because she started some drama. So that's what they do. Her and him and JY, they just start drama with people, and because that's how they think they're gonna grow. You know, and she got just, oh my God, embarrassed. Embarrassed. I mean, this guy was being so nice to her, and he has a huge audience, and his audience ate her up. It was sad. It was weird. Even, oh my God. Well, I saw people were canceling, and I was like, I mean, the fact that he is a, what's it called? Thing for CBS, for Big Brother. What is it? Affiliate? Baffles me. Baffles me with the way he speaks. I mean, just the most sexist, homophobic shit. Horrible. Yeah, and I think they took that white privilege book and they ran with it. They literally was like, Joleen said she read White Privilege and she thinks it's a good book, and he posted all these clips of like alt-right people saying that it's a dangerous book. And it literally is on every list of what like white allies should read. How would I know about I wouldn't know about the book other than it was like recommended. And then it turned into a thing with JY, where then he said I sent it to him, and it's like, I didn't, but you should read it, because it will be a good read for you, sir. So, no. Is he gonna try to do some of his content? That's hilarious. Hilarious, you guys. I think I already highlighted that on my phone. It's hard to tell what I've highlighted. Thanks, Renee. I'm so happy we did too. There was a minute where I was like, oh God. And then I was like, oh no, you just can't feed the troll. So the dude trolled us, and it was harassment, and it was all the bad stuff and stalking, but we should have just let him keep going. I mean, his subs made videos. One of his subs took down a video he made of me, but he was saying like the grossest stuff about me while listening to System of a Down. It's the dude whose garage he stays in. It was really like upsetting that this grown man thought he was doing something, and it had cuts in it. Like, if you're gonna read someone and you're gonna drag someone, you shouldn't need to edit it, I guess. I think I'm gonna do a couple, Jackson. Yeah. They sent tampons to my, oh my God. Oh, thanks, Mocha. We love you, Mocha. Yes. Yeah. Realification. Poor realification. Like, you were so honest about it too, and you're just like so amazing. And you're like, I sent it to you to help you. And even though realification admitted in like every stream they could that they sent it, they were still like, Jolene did it. Like, sir, no. I only send people I like stuff, like bracelets, which I have more bracelets to send out. Yeah, they claim that I'm people on Reddit. I don't know. I just thought, okay, I guess I am. Cool. Mm. Oh, you went out of pocket? Oh, I didn't know you went out of pocket. That was nice of you to be the bigger person, Regal, because they definitely don't deserve it, how they speak and talk about people. Yeah, I did see one of our stalkers moderators was in the squirrels chat, so they're trying to get back in. They're trying to get back in. And she was with this new narrative they're trying to push that, oh, Joleen and Busy bullied us for 6 months. It was hell. I was like, really? Lady who messaged my sponsor with some bullshit of a parody me and Busy did? And then she said in there, she goes, and they think I did it, but I didn't. It's like, you totally did. That's why people were replying to you on Twitter, because you did it on a public forum. And the sponsor replied to this person. And now they're pretending like they're scared of us. They were never scared of us. They were cuckoo bananas. Never scared of us. Never. But I did see that mod that sent the stuff to Treetopia from our stalker. She was in Squirrel's chat. Just like, hey, yeah. Tons of comments. And Squirrel was like, ooh, tell me more. And Squirrel loves to. Joleen and Busy, didn't somebody attack you too? And you didn't like it? It's like, no, it is creepy when creepy people like stalk and harass you and then use your videos. It's weird. Uh, exactly. Give me a break. Yeah, she's supporting a guy who asked for her husband's paper, or who asked for my husband's papers. And then in a parody, we say something about Hawaii and something. And she's like, we're like doing a parody on the mess. And then she's like, they're this. It's like, give me a break. You support a man who sat and spoke that my husband needs to show his papers. My husband who's born in the United States of America. His parents who immigrated here from Mexico and both hold PhDs from Stanford and are amazing people. And even if they didn't, it doesn't matter. It's none of your fucking business. It's weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. Hi, Indiana Girl Jules. Oh, no. I hope you feel better. Oh my God. Not the covert 19 that Nurse Ratchet doesn't believe in. Oh, feel better, Jules. Send Jules all the healing vibes. What can we do? Do you need bracelets? What can we do? Read this. How can you buy one? Well, I'm working on getting my Etsy back up. I've been saying that for weeks now. But also we're gonna do another trivia. So just join me in Nana's trivia and you'll probably win one, you know. And if you don't, just put, hey, I didn't win, but can you just send me one? And I'll send you. Oh my God, she's another one. She Realification came, she just makes up stuff. She just made up a whole like thing that we said. It was really weird. And Realification came in with like, well, if you can show me proof that Jolene actually said this. And of course he couldn't, because but she's another one I don't. You just gotta kind of let people. Good luck to you, girl. Bye. But I'm surprised that she's gotten away with as much as she has with her past. Her old Instagram, Carrie Ann's old Instagram was a plethora of hate posts that I know people have screenshots of a lot. And then all of a sudden she came back in as like a open-minded libertarian, as if that's okay. Is that according to her? Um, yeah. And she said too that she raised black children or something. I don't know. These people just say things. It's so weird. It's so weird. Yes, justice for realification. Shawanda, I miss you too. Yes, Renee. Be excited. As soon as I get my shit together. Be excited. Yeah, it's all really weird. But I'm happy to be on this side of it and know now, you know, what to respond to and what not to respond to. And also know, you know, not to let yourself get, you know, bullied. Yeah, there's an issue there too. Something's wrong with that one. And again, people take and them putting, oh, my AirPod died, so my sound might be bad, but taking advantage of it and then putting her up on panel is just not a good idea. That's really why I don't open up to a big panel, because you just never know, you know, if people are sick or what's going on. And then sometimes, you know, who you have up, then people assume you vouch for them. So you do have to do your research. You know, when Coochie Cream came up and on Sip and Key after Busy left and said that she didn't do any research on the people she mods for, I'm like, you should probably do a little research on people you mod for. So that would probably be a good idea. Was the sound bad before, you guys? Sorry. I don't understand why you'd mod for someone you don't know anything about. Now there's some Madonna, not TL. Who's Madonna? Who are these people? I can't keep up. It's just like a really bad family reunion. You're like, why did I come to this? I didn't want to get to know these people. I don't need to know they're my third cousin, you know? I have not been keeping up with the spoilers. I kept up with them enough to know some of the order in which people left, but I didn't want to get spoiled, but I accidentally did. So I know some of the order. Yes, Care Bear. I don't recycle. What am I, a liberal? Trash can. It is kind of a bad idea. Like sometimes it's fun to drop the link occasionally, but it's not. It's more scary than anything, because who knows what someone's going to say, you know, and then that becomes like a representation for you, even if it's not a representation, even if it doesn't represent, you know, you or your channel, it kind of becomes a representation for you. It wasn't bad sounds, just better. Oh, okay. Well, I guess no, I think one of my AirPods, because I have a whole bunch, because I'll lose one and I'll have to buy a whole new one, and then I'll lose that one, and so they're mix and match pods. And this one in particular, I think it's, maybe I dropped it in the tub. I don't remember. Right? I've been loving the Challenge All Stars too. Oh my God. Oh my God. I got caught watching, and by caught, I mean caught up watching the Gauntlet 2, rewatching it. The Gauntlet 2 is good. Holy shit, that's good. And then the season before it, what was the season before I watched that? So 10 and 11 of the Challenge. I just started rewatching the Gauntlet, which I think is season 11 of the Challenge. And oh man, it's a good show. There's some iconic moments, and it just takes you back, like the music, everything. So now when you watch All Stars, they still play that music of the time, and it is like a big, bite of nostalgia. So I love that. It's all over dead cancer. It's so crazy. How many times can this guy be like, this person's dead, and then the next moment he comes in with, oh, my grandpa's alive. It's like, what? And he's only 20 years older than me. Who? Like, what? What? It's too much. Hey, Angel. Thank you, you sweetie. Madonna used to be See What's Up. Why did they leave and then get butthurt and then go over to a rival? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Just move on. That's what you do. When you don't get along with someone, you just move on. I've never seen you drop the link. I dropped the link at Sipping Tea last week for people if ex-hags wanted to apologize to me. I thought it would be funny. And then once Coochie came up, I don't know. I didn't feel as like, I know it wasn't like a great apology, and I know she really didn't apologize, but I didn't feel the need to like beat up on her, or obviously I'm not going to yell at people on the internet. I don't want to ever be seen doing that. And then, I know she just lost her mom, and I don't know. I'm just not that cold-hearted. I don't like what Coochie Cream did. I don't like that she still mods for our stalker. I don't like the things she said about me. And, her only reasoning was one time she might have got blocked from my chat, and then she hated me. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I want to hold her accountable, obviously, but whatever. I hope she learns, I guess. I hope she does better. Mims works out well, though, when he does it. So, yeah. I know I have to do some lives about the Challenge All-Stars, because I'm loving the Real World New Orleans, too. Back to New Orleans. Oh, my gosh. I watched one episode, Jackson, of X on the Beach. That show sucked so bad. And Min Lee and Davon and Jamar, I don't believe for a second any of that. What? Why would Davon even, what? Why? I don't understand why Davon would even put up with that. Why not just go on another season of the challenge? Maybe because this is a little like easier. Did Anne just show her? Anne is showing her boobs. Oh no, why? Why do we do that? Why are we doing that? All right, cool. Free the nipple, I guess. But I just thought that was just like so stupid. Like Davon is just like too good for that. The enemy of your enemy is my friend. Yes, yes. I know it's been like, oh my God, has it been 2 hours? You guys, I can talk too long. That's why I can't have people on my panel. I'm surprised me and Busy even share the time. Like we're good at that, but I can just talk on my own for 2 hours. Oh my God, I'm a windbag. Classy. Oh, thanks, Shawanda. Thank you. Yeah, there's no reason to beat up on. Yeah, I don't really. It's like I do wish the best for Coochie Cream. I hope she figures it out. I hope she stops surrounding herself with problematic men. JY, Real Fun News, our stalker. You deserve better, girl. Like all women do, for real. Even the nurse, if she ever wakes up to it. Even freaking the squirrel. Well, I don't know about the squirrel. I don't know. Do some self-help, guys. Not everyone deserves better, I guess, but right? Right. Yeah, you don't ever want to go like too low, especially on someone that might be going through something hard. And losing a parent, I mean, that is like, and so new and so fresh. And the fact that those people that were supposed to be her friends, even though they were all evil, they basically turned on her. So, yeah, I know she went right back in the stalker's chat. I know all that. People send me screenshots, but unfortunately, you have to learn on your own, just like you did with JY. Okay, I was watching Dr. Heavenly when she dropped the link, and a guy was giving a helmet to another guy. I'm always afraid someone's going to be doing some kind of sexual act.
See, and I'll be afraid I can't get people out in time if that happens. So good. She is Julie on the road would be considered a hag. She like, I'm gonna make this show. I'm like, what? And then apparently she had her first sexual experience with Jamie during their season of the Gauntlet, maybe. But Jamie's like, I don't really remember. And I think Julie's about to cheat on her husband with him. And then she like accused Tokyo of possibly giving her bruises on her back when her drunk ass was falling out of a bar and he was just trying to help her. Don't even help drunk people. Don't help drunk people. I'm a former drunk person. If they don't want to leave them, leave them. They'll end up suing you or some shit. They're crazy. This is a horrible last time for Davon to be on TV. Davon, go on like a challenge all-star, something. Go on some. Don't let this be the last time we see you on reality TV. Come on, be my baby tonight. I love that he's a cooking channel and I wanted to subscribe to it. Come on, be my baby tonight. I know you were the someone you've been with. Come on, be my baby tonight. I forgot that was on the Chappelle Show too. You know. Yes. Thanks, Realification. The gift of gab. I know, I saw that. Oh my God. Oh. Someone sent me that and I was so sad, but that fuck face. We saw his true colors. Shayna Mokler. I hope you're okay. Yeah, there's no point. There's no point. No, you were alive. Oh, God, I'm so glad you found it. Yay. I'm trying to do more lives on here. Just like chit chat, bullshit, have some fun. Julie is a Karen. Yes, she is. Yes. To do something like that to a hag, especially during the gross big ew. Oh, I could see that. He popped up in Sipping Key. I was like, what are you doing here? Really? That's sad. Those two went on vacation together. The vlogs just came out. I don't know what Zeus is trying to do. I feel like he needs to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend or hit up the dog park. This is not the world for you, sir. Jules, we were just talking about that before you joined here because I was like, are there any good Julies? And then I go, oh, Indiana Girl Jules. We're trying to remember good Julies because there's so many bad Julies out there right now. Yay, no jury duty. Yay. I got called for jury duty and then I got dismissed from it for something. They didn't interview us or anything. It was like, you keep checking. And then, so I guess it's kind of like probably what you did. You know, you keep calling the number. And then they say, oh, you do not have to report. And I'm like, thank goodness. I know it's my civic duty, but I don't really feel like it. I would be bored in the Johnny Depp jury right now. Actually, probably I wouldn't. Well, there are some days that the testimony isn't that riveting. I need quite a bit more watch hours. I think I have like 1,000 watch hours. I need like 4,000 watch hours. And it's because lives, that's why people, when they first start a channel, you just go live all the time. That's what me and Busy. I mean, we went live, we got monetized like that. You just have to go live. That's why most people just do lives, especially when you're starting. If you're just making content and editing it and posting it, it's going to take you a while to get monetized unless you're getting hella views right away. So my expectations for BB24 are low after CBB. Yeah. I had fun with CBB because I just make fun of it, but I understand what you're saying. The testimony was boring today, but the old guy was amusing. I know I have to finish his testimony. He said John, and he said he was an idiot, or like something he did was an idiot. But I'm going to be putting out, I'll go live probably when I'm on vacay too with the fam. So next week, I go to Minnesota. So I'm excited about that. And I'll be there for a week. And then I'll be in Vegas for a few days. And then back to Cali. And Lucy and Frankie and my mom and dad are going to be with me here for like a week or two. and then they'll go back to Minnesota, and then I start Big Brother. So I'm like having a fun family vacation. I love family freaking vacations. I'm like a geek for it. And it's so exciting because Chel's dad is coming, and I think his stepmom and his little brother are coming. And we have this big cabin um, in Wisconsin that I rented out. It's like an old lodge, but it's a cabin now, and it's on a lake, and it's like this little bay, and we have a water trampoline, and we have a floating dock, a regular dock. We have a fire pit. We have kayaks. We're gonna have me, my dad, Chal, his dad, hopefully his stepmom. They just moved into a new house, and his little brother, who is an actor in LA. And I want you guys to meet him in the vlogs, Toonie. He's so cute, and he's like the nicest guy. He's like 24. Is Toonie 24 now? Oh my God, he's growing up so fast. He lived in New York forever. He's a super good actor. And he's just a cutie patootie. My brother-in-law is just a sweetie. And so then my brother, my sister-in-law, my niece, my nephew, my sister-in-law's her family, which is like our family, her cousin Ashley, her significant other, their two kids, just like a big group of us. We went last year to a cabin and had a blast. And so this year I got an even bigger cabin so we can invite more people. What is a water trampoline? It's literally a trampoline on the lake. So it's a trampoline that floats on water. So I'm like, can't wait for the kiddos. I tell Lucy, I think Frankie will be too scared because he's turning 5 on the 15th and Lucy's turning 8 on the 28th of June. So they all June birthdays. My sister-in-law has a June birthday. My brother has a July birthday, just summer babies. And then me in February. My mom in November, my dad in March. And Chell in April. Weird. But yeah, so I'm hoping Lucy will be brave enough and we can jump up on the trampoline on the water and then on the trampoline, you can jump into the water from that. And then a floating dock. So you have like a regular dock that's connected to the shore that you walk out on, usually where you like park your boat. But then you have a floating dock that you can like swim out to and it floats, but I mean, it's anchored down. You can crawl up the side. Oh, it's so fun. I was like, I want a big, huge place. We have a room that has like, for the kiddos, that has like 8 bunk beds in it. It just looks like summer camp. I'm so freaking excited. So, Master Blackjack, we're trying to get that monetization on. Yes, we got a pontoon at Thorella. My dad was in charge. Again, we still let Papa be in charge of the pontoon. However, he said he goes, it's crazy. This one is, $100 less than the other ones a day. And I'm like, this might be another situation. Last year we got a bunk pontoon and my parents are so Minnesotan about it that they wouldn't complain. The guy promised us like a working pontoon and we got a pontoon. He was like, sorry, it crashed. I also sell honey. So my parents were like, okay, we'll buy your honey or your syrup, or whatever the guy was selling. And he gave us this broke down pontoon while all these other people got these brand new ones. So we paid for like a state of the art working pontoon. We had a pontoon where my brother would drive it and it would kill like every couple minutes. We just like sit there and then we'd drive a little more, then it would die. Drive a little more, then it would die. We didn't have an anchor. We had to ask for an anchor because there's like a sandbar on this lake that we went to that we like to go to and then put the anchor out and the kids can swim and we have fun. So hopefully my parents are not gonna, they're like, well, he said that it's, something happened. I go, well, that's not our problem. Somehow, other people showed up and sorry, my foot just went in front of the camera. Other people showed up and they still got a nice pontoon, but we get screwed over because we're like the nice dumb family. Like, okay. And then the guy came over, gave us gas one time, took his boat to our dock with our shitty pontoon. Then my dad was like offering him beer. And I'm like, you don't give the guy who just scammed you beer, Paul. But that was so Minnesotan. And they don't want me to handle it because they know. I'm wearing I have scrunchies, but this is like, my hair's a mess, but it's like a binder with a ball on it, like a fur ball. Because I'm fancy. It's going to be I can't wait. It's so fun. And like my parents and Chel's dad and stepmom get along so well. My dad and Chel's dad are like two of a kind. These two boomers, like ex-hippie liberals who just talk politics with each other. It couldn't have worked out better, because that's the worst when you have like maybe two sides who are on different political spectrums, and because I have tons of family members that are like conservative and I love them and we get along, but it's the worst when you have that and then you can't get along and you just talk about that. So, and they love Bob Dylan and they talk about, dad stuff like that. And so I'm excited. Mims is here. Is that like a Subway sandwich? Pretty much. This is my second channel. Yeah. I'm like you, Master of Blackjack. Tons and tons and tons. Yes. To judge her because, yeah, I'm just like a mess. I'm getting my hair done on the 27th, so my hair's been basically in a bun. When I go live, I try to brush it, but if you've watched my streams lately, it's dry. It needs highlights. All my grays are popping out. I got broken hairs. I'm a mess, so I can't wait. Good night, Shawanda. Yes, Big Poppy. Yep, we love Big. Oh my God, if you guys met Charles' dad, you would fall in love with him. He's like the best guy. He's a professor. He's so smart. He's so funny. He's the kindest person. He's like always like protesting and, helping people and like Chicano rights. And he's just like such a badass. He's like the coolest guy. So, yeah, Nana was afraid that I have it in my act. Nana was afraid she wouldn't be able to say my father-in-law's name. And his name is Manuel. So it's not like a hard Spanish or Mexican name at all. And so we told her that it was proper in Mexican culture to call the head of household, the male head of household, I should say, because there can be a female too, Big Poppy. And so she started calling him Big Poppy. And then we all laughed. His dad has the best sense of humor, and he's always trying to teach me Spanish, and I'm such a slow learner, but he literally we'd be on Zooms, and Chell and his brother are on with us, even though they know Spanish, just kind of like helping me as I still wade through basic Spanish because I took French. So, yeah, he's just like the nicest guy. He takes time out of his day to try to help my thick Minnesota tongue because I can't roll my R's. So I like suck so bad. But one day I do have a goal of like being, proficient in, I know there's a different word for languages, but for being bilingual, Yes, would ask to speak to the man of the house. Yes, the good old days. I know, she's just, Nana, she is just a character. She's a character. She is fluent. Thank you, Renee. And I should be fluent in Spanish. I mean, literally, I've been married to Chelsea since 2015, been with him since 2009. His whole family is fluent in Spanish. For a lot of his family, English is the second language. Let's see, I lived in Arizona for 6 years. I live in Southern California. Like, I should be so good at Spanish, but I'm not. I am not. The older you are to learn stuff, horrible. Right? Having a Spanish support, but they love, like, Charles' mom's side of the family are hilarious. They love playing Loteria with me because they make me read the cards because I pronounce the words really strangely. So, yeah, we love Nana. Nana is just like the best. She's the most authentic person you'll ever meet in your life. She's the greatest. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky to have little Nana. Ooh, something's beeping up in the living room. But yeah, so I'm excited. So next week, the end of next week, I'll head to Minnesota and you'll be getting some fun travel vlogs. What's Chell doing? All right. It's getting dark. I have already talked for over 2.5 hours. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. As we work our way with my messy hair, we work our way to getting monetized sometime on this channel. That would be awesome. It's happening. It's all happening. We talked about a lot. We just feel like we just bullshitted as friendly friends do. I gotta get my nails done too. I gotta get my toenails done. What a hard life. What a hard first world problems. Yes. Is it the same one? No, it's a different cabin. I got a bigger one with cooler stuff. But I really liked our last cabin we had last year because it used to be owned by Denny Green, who was formerly a coach of the Minnesota Vikings. And my dad thought that was cool. But I think he's dead. But way to end it on something dead. Oh, think of the comment that you could get for your stand-up skills, right? Yes, big puppy. We love it. We love it. Nana fan club. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Good night, you guys. I might go live later on my other channel to talk about the Johnny Depp case, but I do have to get some regular work done and check in with my hubs, and I have to get a workout. And I am wearing a sports bra, which I think counts. Like if you, sometimes I think just because I'm wearing yoga pants and a sports bra that I worked out. Sometimes I delusionally tell myself that. Yeah, Nana's root rot. She was very tired because of her root rot, so we'll be tomorrow doing 90 day. So this was fun, you guys. Let's do it again real soon. Okay. I don't know if I even have my outros. Oh, I do have my outros. Oh, I have my outro from my other channel. Oh, well, we'll use it for this one. Okay, bye, guys.